fellow joy lovers, and welcome back to Gimme That Joy. Well, here we are on the cusp of the end of the year, and so this will be our first of 2 holiday episodes. This one should come out right before Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to you all, and hope you have a lovely holiday season. And hope you also had a lovely time last week experimenting with our emotional rest joy practice. And stay tuned for later on in this video where we'll give you a special offer that you can take advantage of for you or a loved one to get the new year started right. On that note, let's get into today's joy practice. For today's joy practice, we'll be focusing on creative rest. And here it is. Step outside for a moment and look around. What do you see? Trees, clouds, birds, stars? Look again. This time, instead of looking at the big picture, go small. Do not neglect the importance of the tiny little details you missed during your first look. Notice the beauty of smallness and simplicity. Every creation, including your life, is held together by the small details. This is a really lovely joy practice from the Sacred Rest Challenge for this week, especially in the midst of the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. It's really lovely to take some time out to just take it all in and look at the little things that you may be missing in the midst of the hurrying about, trying to get everything together and perfect. Going outside, it's lovely to do this. I like to take walks with my dog Cielo, as I've mentioned before. And we like to walk around outside and take in the beauty of nature and the little animals and little branches, little leaves, the sounds and sights and smells. It's lovely to take all that in. These days, because it's a bit colder, we're not doing it as much. And actually, I find myself doing this kind of taking in small details a lot with Cielo herself. Cielo, as many of you know, is a lovely, beautiful little Shih Tzu who's 4 years old and happens to be my pet child. And I find that I take in the small details by looking at her. It's interesting that I never really was a pet person, and Cielo has proven to me, her presence in my life has proven to me that just about anything is possible because I was totally against having a pet. And then when my father passed away in 2019, I found myself with 2 dogs and then 3, and then we pared down to 1. And Cielo is the one that remains, and she is such a delight to behold. And so sometimes I just lay and just watch her, watch her little paws and watch her little nose and her little eyes and watch the way that she does things because she has her own little personality. And taking in these tiny details helps me to appreciate the wonder of what it is to have this little living thing in my life on a regular basis. And there's beauty in the little details about her, the fact that her front 2 legs are shorter than her back 2 legs, and it's something that I didn't realize until one day I was watching her for a while. I was like, wait a second, her front 2 legs are shorter. And so these little idiosyncrasies and the little nuances that I notice in her help me to treasure her more and to appreciate just who she is as a little dog. And her own little personality. And so this joy practice can also be, I found it to be quite calming and quite, it's a joyful thing to just delight in the small details and the beauty in the small details around us. And so I hope that you enjoy delving into this joy practice this week by focusing on the little details around you during an event that you experience, and experimenting with this in your own ways this holiday season. So, as you may recall, I mentioned at the beginning of the episode that we would have a special offer for you, and here it is. We are offering a New Year's special with one free coaching conversation for you or a loved one to get started or continue on your journey into more restful, more joyful living. I know that there are many of you out there who are tired of the rat race kind of life, tired of feeling like you're going nowhere fast, and tired of feeling tired all the time. And so if you are ready to embark more deeply on a journey into restful, joyful living and becoming more of who you desire to be and who you see yourself possibly being in 2024 in the process, reach out and let me know. We're going to include below this episode contact details so you can reach out and let me know, and we can schedule your free coaching conversation so you can get your new year started right and be on the road to a more restful, joyful, authentic experience of who you are and who you'd like to be in 2024. For our Life Catalyst segment today, the resource that I'd love to recommend is a beautiful book called Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. This book had me at hello. The title of the introduction is Change Can Be Easy and Fun. I was like, what? They had me hook, line, and sinker. This book is really amazing because it goes through and shows you how simply we can basically engineer our habit formation so that it can be what we want it to be, and we can become more of who we desire to be more easily, more quickly, more effortlessly, and more enjoyably. And so one tidbit that I really like, a couple of tidbits that I like the most. One of them is this whole idea that they have of behavior being modified through tapping into three elements: your motivation, your ability, and the prompt. And so basically for any action, any habit that you'd like to build in your life, you want to basically tap into what's really motivating you to do that. What can it be, or what's your ability? Basically, how can you make it easy to do? And then what prompt are you going to use? What trigger to get you to do it on schedule, consistently? And so, for example, if you wanted to, it's an example that BJ Fogg used. I think he wanted to start doing more push-ups. And so he had it where after he, as I recall, after he brushed his teeth in the morning, he would do one push-up. And the motivation behind that was he wanted, of course, to be healthier. And so basically, after he brushed his teeth in the morning, he did that one push-up. And then you do one push-up, and you're like, well, I'm already down here, might as well do another one. And so bit by bit, by linking that habit to the motivation to have a stronger, healthier body, and having a prompt that happened already habitually in his life, which was brushing his teeth, having those three things together, making it small, making it happen after something that he already did, and tapping into the motivation that he had for doing it, those three things together helped him to bit by bit develop this habit up to where he was doing like something, maybe 20 plus push-ups after he brushed his teeth each day. And so starting small with like a ridiculously small habit, linking it to something that you're already doing, and tapping into a deep, a why that resonates with you, is basically the key to getting habits started based on the book, The Tiny Habits. Another thing that they talk about that I loved was this whole idea of tapping into your emotion by celebrating these little victories. A lot of times we just think, oh, I'm supposed to be doing that anyway, and we don't really celebrate. But by celebrating the little victories in little ways that match what you're doing can help to build that positive emotion that keeps you going. And so this book was just phenomenal. I thoroughly recommend it, especially here as we're heading into the new year, as a way to get yourself jump-started on the journey into being more of who you want to be and living more of the life that you want to live more easily, more effortlessly, and more enjoyably. Now for a gentle invitation to joy. Go small. Savor the little moments, the little things, the little details in this week ahead. In the midst of the hustle and the bustle, take time to just pause and look for the small, look for the little, look for the tiny, and enjoy it. Take it one step at a time through this week, and wherever you can, take those moments to enjoy the small things, the little details. I hope that you have a beautifully blessed time with it, and I look forward to hearing in the comments below how it goes for you. Until next time, bye for now.